Imagine walking down a lonely street, the air heavy with a quiet so intense it feels like the world is holding its breath. The shadows stretch longer, darker. You clutch something, anything for protection, and then you hear it, the unmistakable crunch of footsteps behind you. She'd always dreaded walking home at night, but tonight, dread clung to her more than ever. The street lights flickered sporadically, casting jagged pools of light that failed to illuminate the ominous shadows between them. During the day, this route was mundane. Trees swayed gently, and the distant hum of cars provided a comforting backdrop. But at night, the rustling leaves became whispers, the swaying branches sinister hands beckoning from the dark. Halfway down the street, she became aware of how unnervingly quiet it was. No breeze, no chirping crickets, just silence. That's when she heard it, a faint rustling in the bushes to her left. Her breath caught. She told herself it was just a raccoon or maybe a stray cat, but her pulse quickened. The metallic weight of the pocket knife in her hand offered little comfort. She dared not look directly at the source of the noise, her eyes fixed forward, her steps faster now. A distinct crunch of footsteps followed her own. She froze, the hair on her neck standing on end. Slowly, she turned her head, just enough to glance behind her. The street was empty, but her gut screamed otherwise. She started walking again, faster this time, her heartbeat thundering in her ears. Another crunch, closer now. She whispered a prayer under her breath, her trembling thumb fumbling for the knife's release tab. Out of the corner of her eye, she caught the glint of something metallic from the bushes. Panic surged. Her thumb finally managed to flick the tab, and the blade sprang open with a metallic click. The sound seemed deafening in the silence. She turned sharply, the knife trembling in her hand. But before she could react further, a warm drizzle hit her neck. Then the pain, searing, unimaginable pain. Her free hand instinctively clutched her throat, but it was already too late. Her vision blurred as she stumbled backwards, collapsing onto the pavement. The knife, slick with her own blood, slipped from her weakening grip. Above her, the clouds shifted, revealing a pale moon that offered no comfort. She tried to scream, but her voice was gone, her world fading. The last thing she saw was a figure looming over her. Their gloved fingers reached down, not to help, but to close her eyes, as if granting her a final, cruel mercy. The street was silent again, as if nothing had happened. Her attacker melted into the shadows, leaving no trace but a lingering chill in the air. By the time anyone found her, it would be too late. The once peaceful street had claimed another victim, and the darkness swallowed the world whole again.